Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. That's to call the action as they have all year. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Brooklyn Bulls and the Chicago Tigers. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Play clock winding down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Now back to throw. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Second down, here's Fournette. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulder looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose it.
And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Marcell Dareus able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On play action, it's Dobbs. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight ends. Let's go. Everyone's got 4 down.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He's going to air one out. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 54 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start. But a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you've got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Going deep here for Bryant. A swing pass caught. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now Bell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from a yard out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now back out comes the offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Fournette. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Brooklyn football as we get going. In quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And bulldozing his way through. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Come on, let's go!
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Dobbs. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Here we go.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. Goes underneath for Bell. He's to the 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Le'Veon Bell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown. A big play there, 79 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Martavis Bryant, 75 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing here, Dobbs. Being chased out left. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First and 10, Dobbs going for it all. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
The play fake. Here's Dobbs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Dobbs is throwing. Escapes the sack. Now he's forced out left. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Second down, Dobbs. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Vance McDonald, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That pick six, extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half. So
they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out now comes the offense back on the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So it'll be first down here after the run. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a handoff looking right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. It's a pickup of 21. And that'll be good enough for the first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. They'll drop the throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll look to throw. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Adam Shaheen as the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Come on, let's go!
They'll throw now on the final play. Runs through the contact. Still on his feet. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Second down, it's Bell. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Back to throw Dobbs. A screen to Bell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to let one foot, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go play action here on first down. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
That good for 22 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now Dobbs. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Le'Veon Bell saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. Now this offensive... Ready to see what they can do here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. And see if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he was hit as he threw it there. Forces it incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the gun, it's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watch one.
Looking to throw on second down. Novak. They set up the screen to Rawls. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Novak. Now he's going to go deep down the left. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down right at the 45. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
All right, here we go.
On second down, Rawls. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Novak. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now.
First down, this is Rawls. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on third down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
On third down, Novak. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be, 38 yards out. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes this offensive unit. As they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Bortles now on first down. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On third and long, it's Bortles. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now Bortles, got to have this one. And this is going to be incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Hurry up, here we go.
They stay on the ground, rolls again. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, here's Bell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. No problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw, it's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll hand to Rawls. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. Detroit!
They go again with Rawls. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Hey, here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get loud. I want to hear you.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, 58, Royal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll run with Rawls. The 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Bortles on the bootleg. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll run for it with Fournette. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here comes the D swarming to the line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack